What's up, guys, and welcome back to the garage. I'm not going to waste any time on this one. We're just going to get right into it and talk about the Jeep behind me. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll already know we got a new addition to the garage. Here it is. I'll just start off by saying this thing was a bit of a wait. Not too bad, I guess, considering where we're at now. It's 4 months in the waiting. Got it. There was a chip on the door somewhere here from the dealer once we picked it up, and a spot somewhere in here that was just not quite painted. So we had the dealer repaint the door, and we took it to, or we got to the Jeep at Normandin on Capitol, and they did a really nice job. Repainted the door like factory. You can't tell. They even did a really nice job sort of matching factory orange peel. So they treated us right, and everything was taken care of within a couple days. So hats off to them, thanks to them. If you're in the area, check them out. And then next we went over, got the hood, all 4 fender flares here, and the other 2 on the other side, as well as the grill covered in PPF. So again, if you're in the area, check out Mr. Tint. We chose to have them cover the hood and the decal with the PPF. For me, personal preference, I preferred the gloss finish to match the hood. So the PPF really did that. It made it as though this decal was gloss, even though this black is normally more of a matte. So that was an option they gave us when we were running through and talking about different things in terms of how we wanted the PPF to lay up. So this is the Jeep. Again, you'll notice the cable here. Got my 240 volt up there. I'm going to put in some kind of a retractor system. I haven't figured that out yet, because this is indeed a plug-in hybrid. I will talk about more about just sort of general performance numbers and a review in more detail when we do that video. This video is going to be focused on, well, I'll show you in a second, but I know you know what it's going to be on because it's in the title, but we're going to be looking at these guys more specifically in a bit. But I'll say in electric mode, you get about 26 miles at 100% charge. If you're running in just engine, you're getting about 20 miles per gallon. And hybrid mode, I'm not sure, we haven't experienced that yet in too much detail. We've only got like 60 miles on this thing, so this is very, very new to us still. I will say, if you're in electric mode, it's going to depend on whether you've got max regen on, what type of driving you're doing. Is it highway, is it stop and go, that type of thing, and same with the hybrid mode. So I think while the truck over there excels at cruising down the highway at 22 miles per gallon, this one, being a plug-in hybrid and a Jeep about as aerodynamic as a brick, will do much better in stop and go traffic. So it's nice to have something that's great for stop and go and something that's great for cruising. So let's jump into the meat of this video. About 2 weeks ago, maybe 10 days ago, I ordered from Custom Offsets wheels and tires for this guy. We're going to be doing 35s on 17s, and we went about an inch wider than stock. These I think are 11 something, 11 and a half, and the new tires are 12 and a half wide. So we're going to be able to throw these on here without a lift or anything like that. Should just pop right on, get it jacked up, and see how it looks. So these are going to be coming off. I am going to have these for sale. If you're interested in them, DM me on Instagram. And if you're interested in, happen to be in the local, the Greater Bay Area, they've got, like I said, about 60 miles on the tires. Everything's basically brand new. So if you're interested in these for your Jeep or whatever, hit me up on Instagram and we can talk about it. So without further ado, we'll go into what we're going to be replacing them with. So this is the Toyo Open Country AT3. I wanted these actually first choice for my truck, but they weren't available at the time with the the COVID backlog. and then we've put them on the KMC wheels here. I can't remember what the exact model was. It was like a 544 or 549, something like that. But the KMC wheel, this one has 8 spokes. The one on the truck has 6. It's a very similar, otherwise the same design. We're also looking at getting these faux beadlock bolts powder coated. They do come out, so that's going to be potentially down the line powder coating in the same accent blue as the hood decal. So what I'm going to do is set this up here, maybe get a few shots of the vehicle before and after, maybe with the wheels next to it. Okay guys, it's pretty straightforward. I don't think I need to film too much of it. The only thing is break them loose before you jack it up, put the new wheel and tire on, and then torque it down. I'm going to torque it down to about 100 foot-pounds. That's the stock wheel, and this is the new one. So again, this is the wheel that came off, wheel and tire that came on, that I put on. Take a look from the side. It's hard to say on camera, but it sticks out about 3 inches farther, 2.5 inches farther probably, than the factory one. The factory one probably sticks out from the fenders just maybe like 1/4 inch, barely at all. This one is out probably 2 or 3 inches. I'll probably get an exact measurement, throw it on the screen here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on, and tighten this down, get all 5 in here, and then as you tighten them down, star pattern, so like that, and then come back and torque them to final spec. I did a bunch of reading. Manual I think says about 100, so I 90 to 110 depending. I think I'm going to take it right in between and go straight to 100 when I'm torquing it down. So I'm going to get this wheel done, come back and show you what this wheel looks like with the caps on, and then be back with you when I'm done with all of it. Okay, the wheel and tire is on, and does it look good? One thing I wanted to mention, there's still plenty of room up here, as I figured there would be from everything else I saw. Everybody putting 35s on a stock Rubicon had no trouble for these 2022 model years, and I'm sure 19 and newer as well. So again, there's a stock wheel and tire. I'm going to have 5 of these. They've only got 60 miles on them. If you are interested and in the Greater Bay Area, DM me on Instagram. I'm going to finish up the other 4 and show you how it looks, measure, height wise what we got. It should be about 1 inch, just because it's a 33 to a 35, and 1 inch above the axle, 1 inch below the axle, so 1 inch height wise. So I'm going to put the other 4 on, and I'll meet back with you when I'm done. Alright guys, got the spare on. In case you're wondering, this did not need to be moved up. It has the option to go up like 2 inches or not at all. If you do want to go up with this, you have to take off all 8 bolts here, pull some extra cord out, cable out, push it down, feed it down, and then it'll run up. You'll be able to wiggle this up and put it back in place. But because this wheel is a -12 offset and the factory wheel is a +42, 44 I think, +44, this tire doesn't sit nearly as close to this guy, so we were able to keep this the same height. You still have the clearance for the brake light, and honestly, if we raised this up, I did try it, this thing was like way up here. It was just way too high. You would want to do that for 37s, but that's it. So we're gonna go take a drive, see how it feels. All right, it is day 2, and I thought I'd pull this out. Not working on it right now. The wheels and tires are already on. I just thought I'd pull it out in the daylight because it got pretty late last night when I finished. Didn't start it till about 7 last night. So one thing I wanted to comment on was the stance from these wheels. They are I believe a 17x9 and a -12 offset. It puts them out about 2 7/8 wider than stock. Stock was perfectly in line with this fender. This is right out to the bulge of the tire, 2 7/8. So I don't know, I'm really pleased with the overall look and stance and feel of it and the way it came out, considering we didn't even need to do a lift with this. If you were going on the Rubicon or something, I would definitely get like a 2.5 inch lift for it, simply to allow for full travel in the wheel wells, but right now that's not in the plan. So next project for this will be the steps, probably next week. We're going to be taking these stock rock rails off and putting on these guys, which are rock slide step sliders. So those are going on next week. Now that the new wheels and tires are on, I need to do the speedo calibration. That's going to be pending a security bypass module that I need for the Jeep, since I have one in my truck, but that's kind of staying in my truck. I don't want to pull it out, so I'm going to go ahead and grab that. But it shouldn't be too terribly different, I don't think, given the fact that we only went up from 33 to 35 on this. So I will keep you posted on it. All right, guys, that is wheels and tires fully installed. For the setup, remember, it was 35 12.5 R17 Toyo Open Country AT3s paired with the KMC 549 17x9 -12 offset wheels. Got the whole setup mounted and balanced from custom offsets. Shipping was free. Did a really good job wrapping it up, putting it on the pallet, getting it here. So also they price matched. So we had America's Tire about $15 better on price. They price matched for all 5 tires. Sent it out here, free shipping. So couldn't be happier with how that worked out. Hit them up if you'd like. If you're doing the same thing on your car, definitely worth it. So if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, like this video, and as always, stay tuned for more.